Stay Tuned Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of a drunken degenerate watching the National Football League.
And welcome everybody to Stay Tuned Sports. It's your boy King, who forgot that this game was earlier today. I forgot that it wasn't the 8:15 game, that this was the 7:15 game. As you could tell probably by the thumbnail I put 8:15 instead of 7:15 because I'm an idiot. But anyway, the game's kicked off already. But while you're here hanging out with us, thank you so much for joining us. My name is King. This is indeed Stay Tuned Sports, and we're here for Monday night to watch the Buffalo Bills take on the Atlanta Falcons. I got the Falcons throwback logo. I didn't get the Bills throwback logo. Whoops. That's another screw up by me. Boy, I'm batting 1,000 today, ladies and gentlemen. 1,000. ELS says I'm late. No shit, ELS. No shit. I'm here. But hey, I was here for kickoff, and I'm here for first down here for the Atlanta Falcons. As there's a handoff, and we immediately, already, without question, have ourselves a flag. And there's a fumble. The Bills have it, but what's the flag? What the fuck just happened? Good thing I got here just what I did. Offsides on the Bills, so the fumble doesn't mean anything. Wow. Falcons got super lucky on that one. Holy shit. And that's a way to start a game. Woo! Anyway, thanks so much for joining us here on Stay Tuned Sports. Again, my name is King. I'm trying to get all this in here now because I'm here a little late. Thank you so much, ELS, for joining us in the chat. Crafty for joining us in the chat. Hamster for joining us in the chat. Penix throws. That's going to be caught. London's going to get it up to the Bills' 41-yard line. First and 10. It's already 7, it was like 7-2 Seattle there, ELS, so fuck Toronto. That's all I'll say. So first and 10 now from the 41 for the Falcons. Going to be a handoff here, too. Was that B? Yeah, it was Bijan. He was like, "Yeah, we'll give it to him again. We'll do it. We'll trust him for now." Oh God! Celebrating a northeaster here too. We have a little bit of a nor'easter happening here in the New York, New Jersey metropolitan area. Fun. I love it personally. I went for a walk for it earlier today. I don't know if you can tell my hair's still a little wet and all matted and everything, but it was fun. Penix throws. That's going to be caught. Again, Drake London again. It's going to be another first down for the Falcons. Falcons, after that first play, getting bailed out from the Buffalo Bills offsides penalty. Been moving the ball here pretty well on this first drive. If I'm the Bills, might be a little worried. Ooh, Jeopardy themed. I like that. Let's go, ELS. I'm enjoying that. So here we go. First and 10 now from the 29-yard line of the Buffalo Bills, wearing their throwback uniforms as well. Handoff here to Bijan, and Bijan's going to get it all the way to the 21-yard line, 2 yards short of the first down. It's going to be 2nd and 2. Bobby Bad Bitch? Come on. You can do better than that, Orlovsky. Here's Bobby Bad Bitch. You could have had a bad bitch. Hand off to Algier, and Algier's going to go. Touchdown, Atlanta Falcons. Just like that, the Falcons take the early lead. Whoo! Hamster's got to be fairly happy over there in the chat. I know he said he was going to be in and out of the chat because he's watching this game very intently, and I'm sure he is very excited right now. Snap, hold, kick is up, and that's going to be good, and that's going to make it a full 7-0 lead here for the Falcons with a hell of an opening drive. Woo! Oh no, Bills. Oh no, Mr. Bill. Setting up my stuff again. I had to jump on real quick, so I'm still in the midst of setting everything up here. I didn't get my cheat sheet. Hamster says touchdown. Oh yeah, he gave us a little Macho Man. Oh yeah. But there we go. All right, I think we got the cheat sheet set, ready to go. Look at that. Hamster says, pop it in to celebrate, and King ain't even looking. I know, because I came in late, so I'm still trying to set up. I got all this other stuff there. I see you, Hamster. Congratulations there on the first drive. Let's see. Can the Falcons keep it up all the way? You got to be... Penix has got to be able to keep it up. You don't want your Penix getting flaccid too soon. You know what I mean? Penix has got to stay hard this entire game if the Falcons want to keep on penetrating and get these deep penetrating drives just over and over and over. You got to keep pounding those A gaps, those C gaps. You just got to keep on hitting every single one of them. Just all the gap. Every hole that you find, you got to pound it with your Penix. Oh, it's fun to be here, ladies and gentlemen. By the way, my name is King. Thank you so much for joining us here on Stay Tuned Sports. If you want to help us out, you can do that for 3 easy ways. You can go ahead and hit the like button. You hit that share button. And if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button and that notification bell next to it. Helps us out tremendously. If you want to help us out in a little bit more of a direct fashion, we have our donation station and merch store available up in the top of the chats. We have a link there, and we have a link in the description below this video with those links there for the donation station and the merch store and for our Discord as well. The Bills are going to get the ball up to the 27-yard line, and that's where they're going to start their first drive there with Josh Allen. ELS saying that, Crafty says Penix just rammed through the Bills' D on his opening drive. Yeah, a little D on D crime there, a little Penix on D. I did see the categories there. What category do I want to be listen, you know what? ELS, dealer's choice, man. You're the guy who's doing this. And we thank you so much for this, that you do the trivia for every one of these broadcasts that we do there. You run this, baby. Whatever you want to do, you get first choice. Josh Allen, big pass on the first play, and it's complete. Down to the 30, and then he drops it. That's going to be Palmer there, Joshua Palmer, with the catch. And just like that, the Bills, in one play, are down to the Atlanta 28 after they started on their own 27. Are we going to have a shootout? Is this going to break the scoreboard? Let's go. I'm excited now. Monday night, baby. Monday night. So now 1st and 10 from the Falcons 28. Handoff to Cook. Cook's going to get choked. Kinky if you're into it, but it's only good for about 3 yards. 4 yards they give him, actually. 2nd and 6 upcoming. Hell of a catch there from 5. Play action here from Josh Allen on 2nd and 6. He's going to pull it down and run it himself. He's going to slide and get the first down at the 16-yard line of the Falcons. And just like that, this is starting to look like we got a little bit of an offensive battle here. Maybe the defenses are not going to show up today. That could be the case. A little throwback football here, where everybody's just going to be chucking it all over the place. So here we go. 1st and 10 now from the Atlanta 14-yard line. Handoff to Cook, and Cook is going to slice for 3 yards. Finally goes down. Allen in shotgun here on 2nd and 9. Takes the snap. 2nd and 9. They only give him a yard on that? I thought he got more than that. That's going to go out to the 10, but we have a flag down. We've got a flag down. 2nd flag of the game. ELS says that his brother's fantasy football team needs a Drake London touchdown to win this week. He got a couple of receptions on that first drive. Maybe he'll get. Maybe he won't need a touchdown. Maybe he'll get enough. Holding on the Bills. And so that's going to knock it back to a 2nd and 18 now. Seattle just ghetto gagging the Blue Jays right now, 9-3. ELS giving us the update here. 2-run home run for Seattle, 9-3. Man, boy, and this is a team that just mollywopped the Yankees. The Yankees just, again, they were outside of Aaron Judge. Nobody else was ready. Please fire Aaron Boone. 2nd and 18. Josh Allen steps back, looks, steps up, rolls out to his right, pulls it down, and is pulled down at the 19-yard line. And it's going to be 3rd and 13, so quite a bit of ways to go here. Hey, we got our first clanker of the night. Thank you, Mr. Clanky Boy, for visiting us here on Stay Tuned Sports. I do appreciate that you think we are deserving enough of your clearly virus-infested link, but rest assured, no, we're not going to use that. I should have a bot count on here, too, next to the flag count. Have a flag count, have a bot count. You got to love the clankers trying. You got to love them. 3rd and 13. Josh Allen shotgun. Takes the snap. Looks, he's got time to throw. Over the middle. Cut! Touchdown! Buffalo Bills! And just like that, it is tied up, ladies and gentlemen. Dawson, the Fort, Knox with the reception. I might have to do that, ELS. I love that we got him. I part of me thinks like, hey, maybe this is it. Maybe when the bots start coming back in, maybe it means like, hey, we're doing something good there. Kick is up and it is good, and we have our tied game right here, ladies and gentlemen. It's 8:01 remaining here in the first quarter. We're not even halfway through the first quarter, and we are at 7-0 all between the Bills and the Falcons. Crafty in the chat says we will see Allen in back-to-back shootouts versus second-year court. Maybe. It's gonna be a fun game, I think. If this is already starting like this, I think we're in for a fun game. ELS giving us question number 1 here. Super Bowls for 300, Alex. Only player in Super Bowl history to return a kickoff, punt, and interception, each for a touchdown in the same game. That was wasn't that Woodson? Not Woodson. Was it Woodson? Yeah, wasn't it with the Packers? Wasn't that Super Bowl 31? I could swear that was Woodson. I'm probably thinking of somebody else. I probably got the name wrong. Oh, ELS is keeping points tonight. I like that. Lloyd's not here, which is a little sad, but we'll see. Maybe we'll find him up there. Again, this is Stay Tuned Sports, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us here. My name is King. If you want to join us in the chat, join the community, join part of the trivia. Desmond Howard, that's the one I was thinking of. I don't know why Woodson was in my brain. Desmond Howard is the one I was thinking of. Damn, I'm dumb. I'm a dummy. Yeah, Crafty got that one. Give me a wrong answer, ELS, because I didn't get that. Because I was thinking, for some reason, I was thinking Woodson when it was Desmond Howard. Yeah, put down. I know it's not Woodson. I know it's not Woodson now. I knew it was Desmond Howard, but for some reason my brain was like, it's fucking Woodson. Like, no, Woodson. That wasn't Woodson. That wasn't Woodson, was it? No. Yeah, he was. It was Desmond Howard. Yeah, it was. I remember watching that game too. By the way, having a nice little beverage here. A nice little. I wish Lloyd was here because I would talk. This is a Michigan wine. I forget what the actual. It's like La Luna or something. And it's called Witch's Brew. It's like an apple spiced wine. It's like an apple wine, and one is like an apple, just a regular apple spiced wine. The other one is an apple pumpkin spiced wine. And as far as like for like a nice warmed wine, like do a mulled wine, stuff is magnifique. Michigan, man. Michigan does that shit. And the kick is away. Falcons get it up to the 20. Get it up to the 25. Get to the 27, and that's as far as they're going to go, as that's where they're going to start. Now, the Bills started on their own 27, and they had a big play. Let's see if the Falcons can answer back. Crafty. Smart. Bears versus Redskins coming up at 8 o'clock. We will not be watching that game. Again, I kind of left it up to everybody, and everybody kind of split on it, so that we had to do a coin toss, and the coin toss said, do this game. So here we are watching the Falcons and the Bills, and hey, listen, right now, like I said, halfway through the not even halfway through the first quarter, we've already got 7-7 here. Pretty good. Now, Favre had that first touchdown. Favre, he was very excited. He was an excitable little rascal before he was, showing his penis to reporters and misappropriating government funds for his daughter's, was it volleyball team or whatever? Oh, we got flags. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. And that's going to be offsides on the Falcons. Do-do-do-do-do. And that's going to be the third flag of the evening. Career paths for 100, ELS. So, now instead of being 1st and 10 from the 27, it is 1st and 15. Wait, why were they at the 37? I thought they only got up to the 27. All right, I don't know. Maybe I seem lost on this. I don't know what happened. I had too much wine already, I suppose. But yeah, it's going to be 2nd and 13 now from the Atlanta 39. I thought the return only got up to the 39. Was there a flag that I missed? Penix on 2nd and 13 throws, lofts that one, just way floated out of bounds. Oh, there was a penalty, 15 yards. Okay. So that's another flag I got to add. Whoops. See, that's what happens when I don't pay attention. So it's actually 4. So here we go. 3rd and 13 now. Falcons have to get to the 48-yard line of the Bills. Penix back, getting pressure. He escapes the pressure and then runs right into it. Oh, my God. He got buried. And that's going to be 4th and 17 all the way back at the 35-yard line. And Atlanta is going to have to punt. A lot of Bills fans down there at the Butthole Dome in Atlanta, Georgia. Crafty says that Penix was quite limp on that second drive. Yes, he did not. Well, it seemed like he had a little bit of a dysfunction. Especially on that last play, he did not remain erect. He definitely was brought low. And the punt is away. Bill's going to return it up to the 25, 26-yard line, and that is where that will be. And so the Bills will take over here with 6:26 remaining in the first quarter from their own 26-yard line. We see a bunch of Bills fans with that Fred Flintstone fucking Buffaloes hat. What was it? The Order of the Sacred Water Buffaloes or whatever that was from the Flintstones? Question 2, career paths were 100. Whose career path is Browns, Panthers, Rams, Bucks? That would be old Baker Mayfield there, ELS. I think that one is a rather slam dunker. By the way, we've got some news here. This comes from Adam Schefter. MRI today revealed that the Jets wide receiver Garrett Wilson hyperextended his knee and is now expected to miss, as one quote from the New York Jets said, a couple of weeks. In this game, Dalton Kincaid, who was listed as questionable for tonight's game, is indeed out. He will not be playing. And Curtis Samuel is also out. Mike McCoy has been named the interim head coach there for the Tennessee Titans after they fired Bill Callahan. Brian Branch got suspended for 1 week for unsportsmanlike conduct for beating the shit out of Juju Smith-Schuster, who kind of gave him a cheap shot during the game. So, I mean, that is what it is. Hey, making it up. Hey, making up the point. Got to make the points up there. Crafty currently at 400. I'm at 200 when it comes to the trivia. You want to join us in the chat? Join the community. Be part of ELS's trivia night here, as we do every single live broadcast. You can come on to the chat. Say hi. Say hello. Say how you doing. Put your best guess forward. No Googling. No Googling. No cheating. Don't be some cheating fuckers out there, man. We don't want no cheaters here. We don't want no cheaters here. Thank you for joining us here, by the way, on Station Sports. My name is King. If you'd like to help us out, you can do so. Very free. If you just want to help, 3 very free ways you can do that. You hit that like button, helps us with the algorithm. You hit that share button, gets more people here to come here to hit the like button, helps the algorithm. And of course, if you haven't yet, please hit that subscribe button. Helps us get closer and closer to getting to that goal of being monetized, which I believe is at 1,000 subscriptions. So we still got quite the ways to go. I think we're only at 256 right now. So we're gonna see. Oh, I gotta pick the category. Let's see. I'll go with I'll go with Super Bowls. I'm good with Super Bowls. I like Super Bowls. Super Bowls for, and what was the first one for? So I'll go for 100. I'll do the 100. Oh, pass to Knox on first down, incomplete from Josh Allen. 2nd and 10 upcoming. So 7-7. 6:21 remaining here in the first. 2nd and 10. Josh Allen fakes the pass, pulls it down, looks like a design run, and that's going to go nowhere. Gets back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. That's going to be 3rd and 10. I don't know what the hell they were thinking on that one. Yeah. Clown show, shit show. What is that even? Oh, the Ram. I was trying to say clown show, shit show, Ram show, I guess. That emoji looks weird. It just looks like a cloud to me. It's like, what is that? Why is that a cloudy ram? Oh, it's a ram. It's a little sheepy ram. Little sheepy ram boy. 3rd and 10. From the 26. Oh, Atlanta brought the pressure. Throws. Caught! And they say he comes down with it. The Atlanta sideline is saying he didn't. But that looks like a catch to me, ladies and gentlemen. Shakir with the reception, who's been good, and the Falcons are going to challenge it. The Falcons are saying he did not come down with that. So we'll see. Did that hit? Let's see. When does he have possession? Right there. And then the second foot we have to see. Ooh, that's out. That's no good. Yeah, that's an incomplete pass. Yep, that's going back. It's going to be 4th and 10. And they are going to have to kick that. So I guess we can hold off on the shootout comments because these two teams went just right down the field on each other on their first drive. Second drive, both teams went 3 down. Question 3 here from ELS here. Super Bowls for 100, Alex. Which two teams have the most Super Bowl championships? That would be the New England Patriots and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Pittsburgh's going to the Super Bowl. Here we go. Steelers, here we go. Pittsburgh's going to the Super Bowl. Both Pittsburgh and New England have 6 Super Bowl championships. Among them, the Steelers obviously have Super Bowl 9, Super Bowl 10, Super Bowl 13, Super Bowl 14, Super Bowl 40, and Super Bowl 45. Whereas the Patriots, they have Super Bowl 36, 38, 39. Then they have, it took a while. Then I think it was like 49, 51, 52. And no, they didn't get 52 because that was the Eagles. They have 51 and 53. Because of that Eagles, fucking Eagles. God, that's one time where I wish the Patriots actually had 7 Super Bowl wins. Oh, God, the Blue Jays are just getting... Oh, dear. I've seen Penny Packs choke less than that. Yep, so the challenge is indeed upheld. There's no loss of timeout. And with that, the Bills have to punt the ball. Yes, The Niners have 5. Dallas has 5. The Giants have 4. Chiefs now have 4. Atlanta, that punt's going to go out of bounds at the Atlanta 34-yard line, and that's where they'll take over. $5:25 remaining here in the first quarter. Penix. Oh, somebody moved early on Atlanta. No flag on that one. It's going to be a yard loss for Algier. Second and 11 coming up. Oh, boy, why am I so tired? Probably because I'm drinking wine. Probably. I'm going to get a little wine drunk here on the broadcast. So, second and 11. Indeed it is. Penix deep in the backfield. That's what she said. Throws over the middle. Immediately dropped is Bijan Robinson. Holy shit. Gets a gain of 8, however. And it's going to be 3rd and 3. Falcons need to get to the 44-yard line for a first down. London in motion. Penix throws. Oh, there's going to be flags down. They're going to say holding, pass interference, something. Let's see. Okay, so yard-wise, not a terrible penalty. It only gets it to the 46, but it is an automatic first down. Ugh. I don't know. I mean, it's you know, it is what it is. I say let the boys play. Well, we got another. Jesus Christ. And just like that, we got another false start there on the Falcons, so that's going to move them back 5 yards. Going to be that kind of game, is it? Last night, we had 7 total flags thrown in the Lions and Chiefs game, and I think there was only 4 accepted penalties, all on the Lions. The Chiefs did have a flag thrown on them, but the Lions declined that penalty. Hand it off to Bijan Robinson. He's going to get it up to the 48-yard line. Going to make 2nd and 8. We're under 4 minutes now. 3:50 and counting here in the first quarter. The Irish Panic in the chat says, peak ref ball. Yeah, I'm telling you. Lloyd is in the chat. Great to see you back here, Lloyd. I got to tell you, with next commercial, I'm going to find the bottle. I'm going to bring it to you, see if you know about it. Man, you got some Michigan wine I'm really excited about. Second and 8, handoff to Bijan Robinson. He's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, maybe a yard. They're going to give him a yard gain there. 3rd and 7 from the 49 now. Irish Panic in the chat. Saying hello to his good old friend there, ELS, apparently good buddies. Hey, great to have you in here, Irish Panic. Thank you so much for joining us. If you want to help us out here, please give us a like, share, and if you're not yet, please give us a subscribe. And if we haven't, we'll certainly hope to earn that in a little bit. Thank you so much for joining us here. So 3rd and 7, Penix back, looks, throws, caught! Drake London, and he's all the way down to the 32-yard line of the Buffalo Bills. And that's a 1st down and 10 for the Atlanta Falcons. Just kind of a stop route. It just stopped. And all the Buffalo defenders went off for other people. Oh, here goes Bijan. Bijan down to the 15, down to the 10, down to the 9. And it's going to be 1st and goal for the Falcons. Bijan Mustard getting squirted all over the Buffalo Bills D right now. I'm all those things. Hey, Irish, it's great to have you in here. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for being in the chat. Join us in the community. And by the way, if you're watching along with us here and you want to be part of the community, come into the chat, say hi, say hello, say how you doing, just like Irish Panic has. You can do so. Be part of the trivia, as we do with every commercial break. ELS tells us a trivia question, and we try to answer it to the best of our ability with no Googling. No Googling, no cheating, by the way. That's going to be 2nd and goal, no gain on that particular run there for the Atlanta Falcons. We are at 43, 42, 41 seconds and counting here in the first quarter with 2nd and goal. Penix, play action, throws too high for his receiver. Pitts was the intended receiver on that particular play. Irish says, yeah, I think me and ELS are sub to all the same people. Well, again, it's great to have you here. If you do give us a sub, I do appreciate it. Thank you so very much. And I certainly hope that we don't get you to unsub, which, believe it or not, it's happened a couple of times. So here we go. 3rd and goal from the 9. Oh, somebody moved early. Looks, throws, caught by Drake London, and that's going to be a touchdown. Falcons. It looked like somebody moved early, but apparently no flag on that one. I thought somebody moved way too early on that one. But apparently my eyes doth deceive me. Either that or the ref just didn't call it. And that's going to be the 2nd touchdown of the game for the Atlanta Falcons. Crafty in the chat says, Penix got up a little too much on that last. Oh, Jesus. Irish Panic says, nah, it takes a lot for me to unsubscribe. Snap, hold, kick is a little wonky, but it does make it throw. And that's all that really matters. And just like that, the Falcons have themselves a not 2 touchdown lead, but they do have 2 touchdowns. But they only have a 1 touchdown lead. 14-7 over the Buffalo Bills. We got 26 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Well, if your name is Irish, and you got Irish in your name is Irish Panic, I'd imagine that you're probably not. So that's a good thing. I'm half Irish as well, half Irish, half German. So that's half Irish, half German, all American. So again, it's just great to have you in here. Thank you so much for joining us. And if you want to join with Irish Panic, with ELS, with Lloyd, with Crafty, Hamster is lurking around somewhere. I know he's watching this game intently with his family. Obviously, he's super into the Falcons. Falcons is one of his favorite teams. His other favorite team had a big day today where the Titans went ahead and fired their coach. Brian Callahan, Bill Callahan, Billy Bully, whatever. He's gone. Doesn't matter what the fuck his name is. He's out of here. Oh yeah, I'll get when we. I think it's going to be the end of the quarter. It's probably going to be the commercial. It's a Michigan wine. It's like a apple wine, and it's like a spiced apple wine. It's fucking fantastic, man. What a great fall, especially heated, like warmed up a little bit, like a mulled wine. Bills, it's only going to get out to about the 25-yard line, and that's where they're going to start their next drive. They're going to give them actually to the 26. So with 20 seconds remaining from the 26-yard line, let's see what Josh Allen can do here with most likely the last play of the first quarter. I think it's called like Lilanu or something. First and 10. So it's going to be a handoff here to Cook. And that's going to be good for a 1-yard loss. And with that, that is going to be the last play of the first quarter. And so as this quarter comes to a close, the Falcons hold a 7-point edge over the Buffalo Bills, 14-7. The Bills will be facing a second and very long 10 coming up here to start the second quarter. Let me go ahead and grab that bottle. I want to show you the bottle. Let me see here. I know it's got the name on it. Oh, it is Lilanu. Look at that. I was right. I know it's from like the Northport, Michigan. So I know you're a Michigan guy. So I don't know if this is something that's even close to you because this is the first time I've seen it around this area. It's a Lilanu wine. It's called Witch's Brew, spiced apple. Let me see. Let me get a better light there. There we go. Look at that. Cool label and everything. It's like, oh, very nice. Nice apple wine. This is an apple spice one. I also have a pumpkin spice one, which is still very appley, but very good. Let me see. Question 4, career path for 200. Whose career path is the Redskins, Browns, Ravens? That would be... I don't know. That's not Ozzie Newsome, is it? No. Redskins, Browns, Ravens. Maybe. That could be, yeah. Irish Panic might be right on that. Because I didn't have any idea, so I'm definitely getting that one wrong. I'm definitely losing points on that one. Hamster, the Falcons look fantastic. I'll tell you that right now. Not by St. Peter's. No, like I said, it's like Lilanu Cellars, it's called. I got to tell you, thank God for Michigan. Thank God for this, because this stuff is fucking fantastic, especially warmed up a little bit. You warm this up like a nice mulled wine. Add a couple actual pieces of apple to it or something like that. Oh, wait, I do have pieces of apple. I do have apple. Oh, I can cut this up and put it in there. Oh, that makes it even better. Oh, let's go. Yeah, congratulations to Michigan on this, Lloyd. I'm crediting this to you. This is all you're doing. Take the credit, take the bow. Congratulations. As you are the official, you're the official representative of Michigan here on Stay Tuned Sports. So. Yeah, dude, I'm way out of it. Again, I'm half in the bag from the goddamn fucking wine. I came on the stream late. I forgot that it was 7:15, not 8:15. Like it's been a day. It's been a day. Oh, there was an attempted catch and throw there, and that's going to fall incomplete. 3rd and 10 coming up here for the Bills. Keon Coleman was the intended receiver. And yeah, that's the thing, Lloyd. Is I know you said you don't know about that one, but like I said, I didn't know about it either. I found it at Trader Joe's around here. And I was like, oh, because that was kind of what I was looking for, a fallish kind of wine, something. I wanted to get drunk, but, in a festive way. Oh, Shakir! Look at that! Putting the moves, putting the shakes, the Shakir shakes on him. And he goes ahead and gains, 26, about 15 yards on that? Yeah, about 15 yards. And that's going to be a first down for the Bills. I think desperately needed. So they convert a 3rd and 10 with a little bit of the Shakir shakes and says, whoop, whoop. Says, oh, give me your cleats, bitch. I own you. Play clock under 3. Allen gets it off, rolls out to his right, looks, throws, caught! Ooh, and we've got a flag down, and it looks, that did not look good. Palmer got dragged down, and it looks like his knee buckled underneath, plus we've got a flag. Oh, that nothing on that play looked great. Holding on the Falcons, penalties declined, but Palmer is on the field turf. And a tremendous amount of discomfort is the best way to say that. Oof. And so that adds another flag there. And yes, Irish, I just want to let you know, too, we have a flag counter, and the reason you're like, hey, but they declined the penalty. Why is the flag counter going up? They declined the penalty. Because we count all flags on this channel, because every flag is a stop and play. It's a halt in momentum. It's a halt in game flow. And so I just decided, you know what? We're not going to be counting penalties. We're going to be counting flags. Because every time these goddamn officials want to go ahead and slow the game down and throw flags and kill the flow, we're going to go ahead and make sure that we hold them accountable. And we've had a couple of doozies this year already. We had a couple that were in the Giants-Cowboys was in the 30s for flags thrown. We've had a lot in the 20s. Most have reached the 20s. Last night was the lowest. Last night we only had 7 in the Lions-Chiefs game. So that was very interesting. Who was the only Super Bowl MVP to be on the losing team? I think we did this question already. That was what's his face on the Cowboys for Super Bowl 5 against the Colts. He was a defensive player. So last night the counter was really it was only 7. Like I said, it was only 7. I think there was only 4 accepted penalties. All of those were on the Lions. I think there was only 1 flag thrown on the Chiefs, and that was declined by the Lions. So the Chiefs had no accepted penalties. The Lions had 4, and there was a total of 7 thrown flags. So I like that. A lot of people were saying, like, oh, my God, it was so bad. They let the Chiefs get away with everything. No, give me low. I don't care. Give me low flag games. I don't care how it is or what's that. Give me more low flag games. That's what I want. Oh, dude, absolutely. A little roast pork with that kind of wine. You roast the pork, marinate it in it, and then roast it up like that. Fuck, yeah, absolutely. That'd be fantastic. Little Dijon mustard there, Lloyd. Absolutely. 100%. That would be fantastic with like a fall roasted chicken. Like you said, good with, again, apple and pork always goes together, so definitely like a roast pork. Very good. Palmer's going. He's off the field, going to the injury tent now, clearly. He kind of, got stretched there. Maybe a bit of a groin pull. I forget the player's name. And I know we just had this question not too long ago, but I knew it was a Cowboys player, and now I can't remember the exact name. I don't think it was Randy White, but it was somebody on that Cowboys defense. Second and 8 coming up here for the Bills after a 2-yard gain. Jeff Ulbrich, former interim coach for the New York Jets there, and Jets defensive coordinator. Double clutch from Allen, and then Allen's going to go down, and that's a sack, ladies and gentlemen.
But too bad your ass got sacked.
Chuck Howley, that was it. Fuck. I know you just gave us that question not too long ago. ELS. So just saying Dallas defenseman isn't good enough, I suppose. I mean, negative 500. I'm doing great on Jeopardy. Oh, I just need a couple tenths of a point. Start beating Jimbo in the STFU, the Stay Tuned Football Union, the fantasy football league that we have here. Hofbrau, I know Hofbrau. I've had Hofbrau. I'm aware of the Hofbrau. I don't know if this has ever come across anybody like that, but there was a time I was quite the prolific imbiber. I think ELS is just kind of rotating through everybody, Irish, when it comes to the trivia questions, which is fun. Me personally, I just say ELS, ask the questions, and we could just. I would leave it to the dealer. I would say ELS should be the master of ceremonies when it comes to the trivia, the in-chat trivia that he loves to do so much, and just let it roll like that. Either way, it's fine. Either way is that. It is good. There's a lot of good drinks out there. There's a lot of bad drinks too. Don't get me wrong. There's a lot of bad drinks out there, but there's some good ones, and there's some that are very good that work as a marinade. There's a lot of beers that work as a good marinade. A lot of wines. You got to be careful with that though, because some of the ones you get some of those ones that left in the oak barrel for a little too long. They got way too much of the tannins, and it makes that shit. Boy, McGovern now going into the chat to the tent there, going into the chat. I don't think he's coming into this chat. Palmer still having his leg worked on there. Looks he might come back. He seems a little questionable, but we'll see. So here we go. 3rd and 8 coming up here for the Bills. Whoa, and a huge sack and a huge loss for Allen, and now Allen is down. Oh, no.
But too bad your ass got sacked.
Wow, that was just a jailbreak on Josh Allen, and he's down holding his hand. So 4th and 23, and the Bills are going to have to punt, clearly. And that is fair caught at the 14-yard line for the Falcons. Josh Allen on the sideline now. Seems to be okay. Woo! This game is not going great if you're a Bills fan. Going great if you're a hamster and a Falcon fan. But Josh Allen had 2 sacks in a row. We have a flag down already. And Penix gets sacked here. And the Falcons are called for offsides.
But too bad your ass got sacked.
So we've had 3 straight sacks. The only play that hasn't been a sack was the punt. I know Josh Allen's my fantasy quarterback too, Irish. First and 5, Bijan, he's going to break it. Oh, and he stays in, and he's gone. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, Falcons. Holy shit, Nuggets. 81-yard run from Bijan Robinson. I thought he was going to go out a couple times. Holy shit. And then doesn't step out and is not brought down. Oh, my God. Nightmare City if you're the Bills. Snap, hold, kick, up, good. 21-7. The Falcons lead now over the Bills. Hamster, oh my God. Hamster losing his mind in the chat. Crafty in the chat says, every now and then, the Falcons remember to use their best player, and then this happens. Oh, wow. Right now, we were thinking at the start of the game, it's like, oh, this might be a back and forth, haymaker, shootout, whoever has the ball last kind of game. Right now, it is looking like all Falcons all the time. And the Bills' offense has not been able to get going at all whatsoever here. So, oh, no. Also, every time I see this commercial, I'm just going to remind everybody, fuck Bruce Springsteen. That's all I'm saying. From a true New Jerseyan, we don't fuck with Bruce. We're Bon Jovi people here. Bon Jovi, we salute you. You're a great New Jerseyan, a great patriot. Bruce Springsteen, you're a piece of shit. Just want to put that out there. Question number 6 here from ELS. This is MVPs for 500, Alex. Name 8 MVPs that were not quarterbacks. Well, Chuck Howley was just one. Now you just mentioned, so we know that one. That's Chuck Howley. Desmond Howard. That's 2. We've mentioned him. Let me think. I think, wasn't Riggins one? I thought Riggins was one. Jerry Rice. Didn't Rice get? I thought Rice got one. Lynn Swann and Marcus Allen? And I'm sure there's more. I'm not. Well, I mean, what kind of mushrooms? I've never done the psilocybin. I've never done the magic mushrooms, as it were. And as far as like even just regular culinary mushrooms, I'm not huge on. Like I like mushroom gravy. I can have mushrooms be a part of a meal, but being a main part, or I'm not a huge mushroom guy. And boy, Buffalo can't get anything going, even on special teams. Even the kickoff only returned to the 22-yard line. Lloyd, you know I have no morals. I guess that's a type of mushroom. I guess I don't know. But no, I've never even heard of it, let alone probably eaten it. So I have a very 5-year-old palate. Like I'm not a very distinguished, sophisticated eater. My palate is not very sophisticated. Cook gets the carry there, gets it for about 6 or 7. On that, they're going to give him 6 actually. 2nd and 4 upcoming here for the Bills. Well, wasn't the category just MVPs? Name MVP that were not core. Oh, so now I was thinking Super Bowl. I was thinking Super Bowl MVPs. Oh, okay. Well, that changes the game. I still don't know. I don't know. I can't go through that. I'm trying to do all of this stuff. I have no idea what's going on. And now the Bears and Redskins game has kicked off. And Washington Cook, he's going to get a big carry here. And he's going to get a first down all the way down to the 42-yard line. 1st and 10, Buffalo Bills. McGovern's back in the game. Yeah, no, it looks like it's just, regular MVP. So, yes, Jim Brown, Paul Hornung, Jim Taylor, O.J. Simpson, Walter Payton, Earl Campbell, Marcus Allen, Thurman Thomas, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders. Incomplete pass there. I'm sorry, no. It was completed. It's only good for 2 yards, though. Lawrence Taylor won MVP, too, ELS. That's a missing MVP you got there. Lawrence Taylor was MVP in 86. I think it was 86. 2nd and 8. Josh Allen back in the pocket. He does have time. He has protection. Time's running out though. He rolls to his left. Looks thinking about passing. Instead, he runs. Gets brought down roughly to that unforgiving field turf. Going to be 3rd and 3. Gain of 5 yards there. Lloyd says O.J. Simpson is innocent. Well, he's dead now too, so eventually justice is always served, I suppose. Third and 3. Boy, just got it off before the play clock, and then Allen throws it into the dirt. And it's going to be 4th and 3, and the Bills are going to punt again. Not a good game, so not a good half here for the Bills. That opening drive was great, but that was a long time ago. It seems like a long time ago anyway. Punt is away. Nice keep in for the Bills as they get it down at the 5-yard line. It was going into the end zone, and then the Bills special team was able to knock it back into the field of play. So the Falcons will start from their own 5-yard line. Will Bijan Robinson get a 95-yard run? We're going to find out here on this next drive. Zoe Saldana. Not bad. People are already burying the Bills. Good run, Buffalo, but the Patriots are now the best team in the AFC East again. The Bills will be fine if the NFL outlaws running the football. Simple fix. Just checking Twitter here, folks, seeing if I'm missing anything. Just some people very, very, very down on the Bills right now. The Twitterverse is not ecstatic when it comes to the Bills and how they're playing. Question 7, by the way, here. This is going to be statistics from ELS for 200. Who has the most career interceptions? That could be. I have no idea. I honestly don't know. It could be Bobby Nitrain Lane. I'll say again. I don't know. I'll say Spider Lockhart because it's. Because. So from the 5, here come the Falcons. Penix is going to hand it off here. And Bijan's going to go for about 2.5, 3 yards. Oh, boo. Oh, there was one special run. That was it. No. Paul Krause with 81 career interceptions in the National Football League. Going to be another handoff. They are just steadily feeding Bijan here. He's going to be about half a yard short of the first down. 3rd and 1 coming up here. A very short one coming up here for the Falcons. Falcons 2 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. Looking to go 3 for 4 here. I'd imagine they will be able to do so. The way they've been running the ball against this Bills defense. Oh, they're going to do a direct snap. Kind of wildcat, and that's going to be close. And they're going to give it to them. They say they did indeed get it. First down. Ugh, Falcons. I don't know why I'm yawning so much. Probably because of the alcohol. Probably because of the wine. But it's delicious wine. I can't stop drinking it. It's very good. And Bills defensive lineman Oliver coming off the field. Looks like he has an issue with his helmet. Lloyd says, I'm still here, just don't know what to say. Boy, if that doesn't explain every one of my streams here. I'm here. That's not exactly sure what to fucking say. Penix, he steps back. He looks. He throws. Caught. Wide open by Drake London, and he's going to get it all the way down to the 42-yard line. And that's a first down for the Falcons. Falcons keep on playing this way. No strip club in the Atlanta metro area is going to be safe tonight. It's going to be dollar lap dances for everybody. Yeah, we had the last night was, Penix going to pull it down. And that's a scooting Penix right there. That's slippery little Penix. And he's able to go ahead and get 8. That all started in the rubber room, Lloyd. The whole Gooner thing, where everybody just started putting the name Gooner on everybody. I don't know why. I don't know how that happened, but that was fun in there. I put the link in for the rubber room if you guys want to join into that Discord community as well. I'm trying to see if we can have a little bit of a joint collaboration situation there between Stay Tuned Sports and the rubber room. They good guys there, fun guys there. It's fun. Algier, he's going to get a yard is what the refs are giving him there, and it's going to be third and a very long one coming up here. .435 and counting remaining here in the second quarter. Well, I think I saw you joined. I saw ELS joined over there as well, which is pretty neat, pretty cool. Again, I'd like to see if I can get some kind of crossover, get some more people from there over to ours, try to get ours community kind of going. Again, I don't know how to run a Discord. I don't know how to really do anything with that, but I do want to try to start getting a community there and see what we can get going. First down, Falcons. On 3rd and 1, it's a gain of 10 all the way down to the Buffalo 40-yard line. Kyle Pitts. Rare that he shows up, but when he does, he actually is doing something this year. So now the Falcons threatening a little bit again there on the 40-yard line. Handoff to Bijan. Only 1 yard for this particular carry for Bijan. Penix throws. Oh, just in front of Bijan there. Incomplete. Going to be looking at 3rd and 9 coming up from the Buffalo 39-yard line. Bears currently have a 3-0 lead on the Washington Redskins in Washington. Well, actually in Landover, Maryland. They will be going back to Washington soon, though. Penix throws. That looks like that was hit at the line. It's still caught by Bijan, but he's going to be about 2 to 3 yards short of the first down. Indeed, it's 4th and 3 from the Buffalo 33. And it looks like the Falcons are keeping the offense out on the field. ELS says, "Go Brewers! Go Brew Crew!" Bowling glove logo, baby. I'll always root for the bowling glove. I was going to say that was tipped at the line. That was indeed tipped. So 4th and 3. Falcons are going for it. They're 4 of 8 on 4th down conversions this season. They've made 50%. And we've hit the 2-minute warning, ladies and gentlemen. 2 minutes left in the first half. The Falcons 21, Bills 7. Falcons facing a 4th and 3. Looks like they're going for it. Maybe that'll change. I don't know. Question 8, coming up here from ELS. The category is draft classes for 200. How many Hall of Famers are there in the 1998 NFL draft class? 7. I'll say 7. Irish says 8. I'll say 7 because I don't know. Taking a guess. Wild stab. We'll see what some of the other answers are. Only 4. There you go. Peyton Manning, Charles Woodson, Randy Moss, and Alan Faneca. Real talk, I remember that draft in 98. I was one of the people saying that the Colts should have drafted Ryan Leaf. I thought Ryan Leaf was better than Peyton Manning at the time. Then again, I was a stupid, 16-year-old in the early part there of 98. Yeah. So in that April of 98, I was 16 years old. So 16-year-old brain, stupid me, said, "Oh, well, I think Ryan Leaf is going to turn out to be a better quarterback." Fart noise is what that was. I wonder, has anybody else ever had that? Has anybody else had that, like, that you thought you had a great idea, like, especially, specifically for like a draft, NFL draft, something like that. And it's like, oh, I wish we got this guy. I wish that this guy should have been picked number 1, or this guy should have been picked by us. I think it was a great guy. And then you look back 20, 25 years later, and you're like, yeah, no, it's a good thing we didn't do that. 4th and 3. Falcons go for it. Throws. Knocked away. Incomplete. And we've got a turnover on downs. So the Falcons could have made it a 3-possession game. Instead, Bills get the ball. $1.56. Irish in the chat says, I was 20 at the time. I thought it was insane to compare Manning to Leaf. As far as saying that Manning was better or that Leaf was better. Because that was it. My thought was, I was like, they're both good. But I was like, for the long-term success, I think Ryan Leaf, he can do more with less than what I was dumb. I was a dumb 16-year-old. So, Alan, they have all 3 timeouts due the Bills. Keon Coleman, he's going to get the reception there. It's going to be good for 4 yards, 2nd and 6. Bills not using their timeout yet. By the way, Crafty, I did see where you said that Jaden Daniels got picked in the end zone in their game against the Bears. So the Bears retain that 3-0 lead in Landover, Maryland. Allen looks, throws. They're going to say incomplete. That's a catch. No, never mind. It just got loose at the end. No, maybe not. That's close. I was going to say, that might be that's closer than I thought. What I thought was the ball moving on the ground. It looks like it's actually like kind of on his forearm a little bit. Like he's got that. Nope. He kind of, yeah. I think he's got that. That's close. That's real close. That's real close. What do we think? What are we thinking in the chat? Completed pass, not completed, incomplete, or complete? Upon further review, what would you think? Irish Panic in the chat, he says, I thought that Manning was the next Marino, and I thought Leaf was the next Bledsoe. I thought Manning was head and shoulders better. Here's the thing, though. Like, as far as that goes, too, like, Bledsoe wasn't a bad quarterback. I thought Bledsoe was a pretty decent QB for his time and age. Question 9. No, Mosley for the Redskins. He won the MVP as kicker. I think that was the strike season. Was that 82? 82, 83, one of those seasons. Yeah, I think it was a strike-shortened season. And Mosley was just like, he just kicked the shit out of the ball for the Redskins. So he was, I remember that. I remember seeing that story about, Yep, Mosley, baby. I am the smartest man alive, except when I'm not. Which is a lot, because you can see I got a minus like 300 next to my name or whatever it is. But when I get it right, I'm the smartest man alive. When I don't get it right, who's supposed to know that anyway? Oh, God help me. No, how is anybody supposed to know that? I don't know what you're talking about. But when I do know it, super genius, man. Nobody can mess with me. I know what I'm talking about. I'm the smartest man alive. Einstein ain't got shit on me. Lloyd in the chat says, King, do you ever have someone in the chat and was like, that's who I thought they looked like when I'm seeing a selfie? Yeah, a couple. There's been a couple. So here we go. 3rd and 6. They said incomplete pass, though. So 3rd and 6. Allen back, looks, throws. That is incomplete. Keon Coleman looking for a flag. He is not going to get one. 4th and 6, and the Bills are going to have to punt with 1:22 remaining. So the Falcons still have a chance to go back and get some points. Lloyd, I'd love to know who you're referencing as far as your comment on that goes. I'd love, not to cause drama, not to cause anything like that, but I'd love to know who you're talking about. And the punt is away for the Bills. Fair catch. Caught at about the 13-yard line for the Falcons. Well, because I can never tell. Because Lloyd, you also said that you were 500 pounds and like 3'4". You said that you were like 105 pounds and 6'7". Like you went through like 10 different fucking iterations of who you were or what you were gonna be. I honestly had no idea what you. No, you as far as what you look like, I didn't have any idea. You're not one of the people I thought. No, not you. There's been some other people in the chat. I was like, nope, that's exactly who I thought they looked like. No, and I'm not saying for better or for worse or anything like that, but Drake London, and they can't get him down, and he's going to be a yard short of the first down. But clock is moving, and so are the Falcons. They're not taking a timeout. Under a minute to go. They run to the line of scrimmage. You are a shitposter. You and Hamster both. You two are the king of trolls here, and love both of you. You guys are you're both just wonderful people. Well, I mean for trolls, for internet trolls, you guys are wonderful trolls. Penix throws that ball away. By the way, it's 3rd and 1, and we have another injured Bill on the turf. Oh, I just saw a video of that interception that Daniels threw. Damn. I think it returned all the way out to the 35. Chicago's gotten another field goal. ALS keeping us up to date there. Field goal Bears, so it's 6-0. Chicago over the Redskins currently. No, hamster. Yeah, I agree with you on that, Lloyd. Lloyd in the chat says the difference between hamster and myself is that hamster takes a mile, while I might take an inch after crossing the line. No, hamster, like he's okay, he's fine, and then once he feels like we'll laugh at something or we'll be like, oh, that's hamster, ooh, like that, and then he's like, oh, okay, well then, and then he shoots off the moon. It's like, oh, Jesus Christ, gotta roll that back in, hamster. He gets a little too exuberant. First down from Bijan Robinson. 37 seconds, and that's going to be a timeout from the Falcons. I guess, yeah, the Bills had to take a timeout because of an injured player. So they lost the timeout there. And now the Falcons have taken their first timeout. Penix looks, throws, incomplete. That was dangerous, almost intercepted by a couple of Bills. But instead falls harmlessly to the ground. 31 seconds remaining, 2nd and 10 for the Falcons. Boy, that's right in his hands. You got to catch that. That actually, the Bills didn't have a chance to intercept that. That was right in my man's hands there. He dropped that. Irish in the chat says the Bills are badly in need of a number one wide receiver. Shakir seems to be like I think they have people there. Keon's played big. Shakir's had big games. Oh, London just a little too far out ahead of London. And again, that's just missed by Penix. And now it's 3rd and 10. 27 seconds remaining. Atlanta's still back at their own 27-yard line. Lloyd says, by the way, it has been confirmed that he shocked the dog. Of course, because he's a piece of shit, Lloyd. We know Hassan is a giant piece of dog shit. And Pokemon apparently is a fucking big piece of shit, too. So, that's just a handoff to nobody there. I mean, it's not a nobody. It's Bijan. Oh, we got some pushing. We got some pushing in 7. Be careful, Buffalo. You don't want to give them a free 15. And we have another Bill on the ground. Irish says they have good wide receivers, but nobody I would call. As far as that goes, like as far as like an elite receiver, I mean, if you want to call it that, no, I don't. No, I wouldn't say that. But I think they have receivers that, in big spots, can catch the ball and do well. But right now, the Falcons are covering them very well. The Falcons' defense is playing well. The Bills can't get any running game together whatsoever. My man's in pain. He's got his own teammates falling on top of him. Jesus Christ. Lloyd says, hey, dog shit helps fertilize things. So, yeah, dog shit's better than Hassan is. That's true. Hassan and Pokimane and that kind of crowd, they are a level below dog shit. Dog shit has a purpose. They don't. Fourth and 8, and the Falcons are going to punt. 15 seconds remaining. I'm sorry, 21 seconds remaining. And the Redskins have fumbled the ball. Oh, my God. It's falling apart. Fair caught at the 30-yard line for the Bills. Now there's 15 seconds remaining. Lloyd in the chat says, "Duh, Bears, bro." I know, dude. Again, this is going to be another thing where it's like I thought, okay, the Bills are going to come out, they're going to be angry for losing to the Patriots the way they did, and they're going to put a belt to ass on the Falcons. Nope. Then I'm like, well, Washington is playing better. Jaden Daniels is back. Even if they don't have Terry McLaurin, they're still playing well. The Bears haven't impressed me at all. I'll go with them. Nope. Intercepted. Oh, my God. The Bills had it for a second and then gets intercepted right back with 7 seconds left. That's not going to help my fantasy points there. You're not helping my fantasy points there. Come on, Josh. Yeah, Irish. Yeah, like again, I don't want to get too much into it because that's not my sphere. That's not my sphere of entertainment. I'm a sports guy. That's where I am. But that all the orbiters there, all those kind of people, they're just the worst kind of people, and that's you don't want to be associated with those kind of people. So nobody does. Oh yeah, the Bills had another injury timeout, by the way. Sorry, forgot to take that away. So, 7 seconds left. They're going to review the... Oh, God, we're just going to take... This game's going to take fucking forever. Lloyd in chat says, how about that branch fight last night? You can't do it. Like, I understand maybe where he's coming from, why he was the way he was, and why he was frustrated and angry and lashed out the way he did. But you can't do it. It's a professional league. That's your job. Technically, those guys are your coworkers. I mean, you want to talk about it. It's just, if you went and just swung on somebody, if you worked at McDonald's and took a swing at somebody from another McDonald's, you're going to hear about it, So, what do you mean I don't know of the fight last night? I know the fight. I'm telling you about the fight. I'm just saying you can't do it. You can't do it. Okay, he does, yes. And Buffalo takes their final time. This has been the longest fucking... Oh, God. Yeah, I saw he got suspended for 1 game, and that's probably the right thing. Would I have suspended him? I don't know. Maybe just a fine, personally, if it was me. But I don't know if I would have fully suspended him. Throws, gets to London, out of bounds at the 6. Not at the 6. He's out with 6 seconds left, is what I mean. Yeah, currently at the Buffalo Bills' 40-yard line. Penix looks, throws, caught to London, to the 20, to the 15, to the 10, touchdown! Falcon, they turned it into a touchdown on the last play of the half. Oh my God! I don't think he's out. He hit pylon. Oh no, he's out! It's not a touchdown. Take it back. That's the end of the half. Oh, the Bills. As lucky as you could be. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Wow. That's as lucky as I've ever seen it for the Bills. The Bills right now have to come back from this. By the way, I just saw the Bears have scored as they're up now 12-0 on the Redskins. Right there. Yep, and he's not over yet. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Oh. Lloyd, none of these players were alive the last time the Bills sniffed the Super Bowl. So, wow. And the Bills received the second half kickoff. So they still have a chance. They could have been down 28-7 going into half. Instead, they can probably they're hoping they can get it to at least 21-14 out of the half. Holy shit. What a disaster class, and almost an even worse disaster class in the first half for the Bills. ELS in the chat letting us know. Question 10, by the way, this is about stats. Who had a total of 1,094 rushing yards in the 2012 NFL season? And it's two players? I don't know. Lloyd says the Bills have generational PTSD. The fans do. I know for a fact the fans do. My niece was born in 1997, and she has never. Obviously, she didn't. She was not alive. Clearly, for the Bills being in the Super Bowl. And for most of her life, up until this recent run from the Bills, she had never seen the Bills be good. But she grew up a Bills fan, which is weird because most of my family is either Giants fans. Her father's a Jet fan, which is kind of funny. But Hamster in the chat says, "Go Falcons, dude!" That was that close. We were that close to being 28-7 going into halftime. Unbelievable half. Disaster class from the Bills. A great half from the Falcons. I don't think you could ask for a better half of football if you're a Falcons fan. Unbelievable. Answer says, I usually like the Bills, but not tonight. Matt Forte and Ben Jarvis Green Ellis were the answers for that question. Question number 10, which was who had the total of 1,094 yards in the 2012 NFL season, and it was two players. Hamster says, got to keep it up. You got to keep the Penix up. You have to. You got to keep it up. You can't let the Penix drop now, man. You're in the middle of it. You're in the middle of just pounding them. You can't get soft when you're in the middle of pounding them. You have to stay hard all the way through the end. You got to finish hard. You got to finish strong, hamster. You know that. I remember Matt Forte I remember Ben Jarvis Green Ellis more than I remember Matt Forte, believe it or not. It's hard to forget a name like Ben Jarvis Green Ellis. It has a nice pentameter to it. It's got a nice, like, almost poet. It's like poetry. Yeah, that was. Super Bowl 50, ELS, which was dumb. They should have just I'm sorry you guys can't make a Super Bowl logo that has the L in it, but I don't give a shit. Roman numerals fucking roll. Anybody who wants to take away the Roman numerals is a communist, and I hate you. Don't you dare take away my Super Bowl Roman numerals. Educate the children about the Roman numerals. But yeah, that's it. They had the big golden 50 that went with the trophy that year. So the Broncos got a big gold 5-0 that they also display along with their Super Bowl trophy for that year. Yeah. I love the Roman numerals. I'm a big Roman numeral guy. You ask me, big Roman numeral guy. La-da-doo, la-da-dee. What's going on in the other game? Can I jump over it? Let me jump over it. Let me see if I can find a fight. Let me see if I can jump over there. God, again, I can't pick out. Like, just when you think you have a slight idea of what's going on in the NFL. Again, you have the Falcons 21-7 over the Bills, and you have the Bears with a 13-0 lead over the Redskins. And I just don't even know what to do. I just don't even know what to do. Question 12. Whoa, Eli's hitting us with the rapid fire here. Whose career path is the 49ers to the Seahawks to the Bears to the Panthers to the Falcons to the Ravens? Jesus Christ. '49ers, Seahawks, Bears, Panthers, Falcons, Ravens. I have no idea. Elvis Gerback? Is that an Elvis Gerback? I have no idea. That could be Elvis Gerback. Could be. I have no. Did Gerback ever play for the Seahawks? I have no fucking idea. Jaden Daniels. Not playing well. He's going to get bailed out by a pass interference here, it looks like. Oh, not that face mask against the Bears. Oh, no. All right, let me go. I'm going to make myself a cup of coffee here. Try to sober up a little bit and watch the second half here. Let me go do that. I will be right. Yeah, he was on the Chiefs. That's right, Irish. So I don't know. That's going to be a question that I am unaware of. I will take the negative points as I have all night. I will just eat that shit. But I will be right back in just a couple minutes. Everybody, hope you're having a great time here. Thank you so much for joining us here on Stay Tuned Sports. Please join the chat. Be a part of the trivia. Be a part of the community. Helps us out tremendously there. Like, share, subscribe. Helps us out here on the channel completely. And, of course, if you want to help us out even more, we have a link for our donation station and our merch store in the top of the chat, which you can come and join anytime you like, or in the description below this video. Be right back. I don't know why my coffee pot's taking so long to brew, but it's just terrible. Mike Davis. Who? Mike? It's like the most generic name, by the way. There. I just want to point that out there. Question 13. Who has the most career touchdown receptions as an offensive lineman? I know Vrabel had a couple, but he was a defensive lineman that they put it. But I mean, at the time, he would be lined up as an offensive lineman. Would that count? I don't think so. I think that's not. I don't think that's the spirit of the question. I don't know. That's actually a good question. I gotta tell you, it's been a long time since I used to read. I used to read all like the facts and figures books and shit. I gotta start doing that again because I am rusty. I am a rusty bumper here, man. Donald Penn, Joe Valero, and Anthony Munoz, Hall of Famer, tied for the most career receiving touchdowns by an offensive lineman with 4. I remember Anthony Munoz. That's how old I am. I remember Anthony Munoz playing. I remember when he retired. I like those Bengals teams. When I was a kid, man, the Icky Shuffle, fucking Boomer Esiason. That was the end of Collinsworth's career. I remember seeing, because I remember watching, what was that, Super Bowl 23 with the Niners and Bengals, with the Bengals almost won. Jeezy. Come on, coffee. Finish brewing. I got football to watch here, and I don't want to jump up in the middle of football to grab my cup. Okay. It's kicking off already. Oh, if I don't give an answer, I don't lose points. Then I should have positive points then, because there's a lot of questions. I was like, I don't fucking know. Oh, the Bills only get it up to the 25-yard line. Let me pour my coffee here. Get ready for the second half. Nice 8-yard run there from Cook. Ooh. Ooh, that's strong coffee. Ooh, I like it. I like it. Give me that strong coffee, baby. Wake daddy up. I did see that, yeah, the Redskins ended up scoring there, so making it a 6-point game currently with the Bears. Cook gets the carry again, and he's going to get a first down all the way to the Buffalo 42-yard line, and that's where they're going to go ahead and set up for 1st and 10 here. Buffalo trying. They can get a touchdown here. We got ourselves a game again. It was almost not a game. It was almost, we were hitting blowout territory. Rush yards, the Falcons 168 to the Bills 63 so far in this game. The Falcons were literally half an inch away. If Drake London's foot could have stayed up a little bit longer, the Falcons would have been leading 28-7 going into the half. Instead, that's caught by Shakir, and that's going to be just about 2 yards short of the first down, 2nd and 2, right at midfield. I like the Standing Buffalo logo. I'm a big fan of that. I don't know if I'd get rid of the Charging Buffalo either. Like, I like the Charging Buffalo as well, but the Standing Buffalo is cool. Hand off, and that's going to be a gain of 3 yards for the Bills and a first down. They're going to say gain of 4, actually, because they have it down at the Atlanta 46-yard line. So the Bills have a pretty good start to this drive. They are now in Falcons territory, looking to go ahead and get within a touchdown on this drive, the opening drive of the third quarter, opening drive of the second half, however you want to phrase it. Manja. There we go. Josh Allen trying to do his best Tommy DeVito impersonation. Play action. Allen back. The throw. Caught. Shavers is going to get that. And again, it's going to be about 2 or 3 yards short. They're going to mark it 3 yards short. 2nd and 3 coming up from the Atlanta 39. ELS letting us know what's going on in the baseball world. The Dodgers and the Brewers currently no score in the bottom of the fourth. Thrilling action there in the National League Championship Series. I missed one of the craziest plays in baseball. That is going to happen usually because I don't watch baseball a ton. Hockey? Yes. In fact, ELS, if you want to keep me up to date on my New Jersey Devils, that would be great as well. First down. Davis with the reception for the Bills, and he gets a yard over the first down marker, and it is first down and 10 for the Bills. They're going to mark it right at the Atlanta 35-yard line. Josh Allen again takes a hard hit to the unforgiving field turf there at the Butthole Dome in Atlanta, Georgia. Hand off to Cook, and Cook is going to drive, and he's going to run for 12 yards on that play. First and 10 now from the Atlanta 23. The Bills starting to look like they want to impose their will. They got to wake up. They got to do something here. And this drive looks to be making a statement. They need to end this drive in the end zone. Devils up 2-1 in the third period. Let's go. Let's go. As you can see, a bit of a Devils fan. You see, Grimmy's back there. Hey, Grimmy. Grimmy's on TV. Hand off to Cook again, and Cook's going to go for about 6. Down to the Atlanta 17. We're at 10 minutes now here in the third quarter. This is the ultimate goal. This is obviously one thing I love. This is the greatest trophy in sports right here, ladies and gentlemen. The Stanley Cup. We all know that. I love football. I love the NFL. I want my team to go ahead and win the Lombardi, win all the Lombardis. But this is the greatest trophy in all of sports. And that is not up for debate. Josh Allen under center here on 2nd and 3. Play action. Throws. Gets it to Davis. Throws. Jumps in the end zone. Touchdown! Buffalo Bills. And they could not have asked for a better start to the second quarter. They needed that desperately. And especially after Atlanta did not get in the end zone at the end of the first half there, where it looked like they might have. He's in. Yep, that foot's in. And that is exactly what the Bills needed. And now the Bills fans out there, probably still a little tense, probably still a little, nervous here. But that's how you want your offense to look. That kind of looks like their first drive of the first half. Now they just need to continue this on their other drives. Yeah, let's take a look up and see how I'm doing in the STFU here against Jimbo. Currently up. I am up now. 166.6. 666. Woo! Whoa, Satan! Hail Satan! Yeah, I'm a Devils fan, so what do you want? 1666 to 155.3 there for old Jimbo. Krosky Merritt kind of not helping me out right now with the 1.9 points, but Josh Allen with his 32.8 certainly is helping out quite the bit here. So that's good to see. Question 14 coming up here from ELS. This is career paths. Whose career path is the 49ers to the Jaguars, to the Texans, to the Seahawks, back to the Jaguars. Same, but different, but still same. Geez. All right, let me think. Could be some random-ass motherfucker that I don't remember. I know that. It's going to be some random-ass fucking dude. 49ers, Jaguars, Texans. Then up to the Pacific Northwest there. Obviously, the Jaguars and Texans. So this is after 2002. I don't know. Thank you, everybody, for joining us here on Stay Tuned Sports. Again, my name is King. We've got ELS is in the chat giving us our trivia here. If you want to join in and have some fun with us, you absolutely can. We had some other people in the chat. I'm not sure if they're still with us or not. Again, someone of Lloyd said he was in here. He just didn't know what to say. And I get that. That's fine. If you want to talk, you can. If you don't have to. It's okay. Irish Panic in the chat. Lloyd in the chat. Hamster is in and out as he's watching his team play. So his focus is elsewhere, as is to be understood when it comes to that. Crafty comes in every now and then, so we might see him later on in the day as well. So I do want to thank everybody for joining us. If you want to help us out at all, please hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that subscribe button. Helps us out tremendously with the algorithm. And, of course, if you want to help us out a little bit more, we have a link for our donation station and our merch store in the top of the chat and in the description below this video. What they call it, the doodly-doo. It's down in the doodly-doo. Isn't that a John Green fucking thing? I don't know. Lloyd is here. See, I know, Lloyd. You pop in and out. I know you pop in and out. You just said, yeah, I'm here. I just don't know what to say. I get it. Sometimes you don't know what to say. For me, I have to say something because I'm here. Like, what's the point? What's the point of broadcasting if I don't know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So. So here we go for the Falcons now, starting from their own 26. Penix and shotgun. It's going to be a handoff to Bijan, and Bijan's going to get a healthy gain on that one. He's going to keep on pushing, and he's going to get 9.5 yards. It looks like they might have stopped him at 6 or 7, but he kept the legs moving, and he got about a 9-yard gain on that one. Second and 2, man in motion. Going to be another handoff here to Bijan, and he's going to fall forward for the first down and gets it. First and 10 Falcons from the 37. Daily double for the next question. There we go. I'm at negative 1,000. Did I really? But I didn't even answer the question. See, this is all false, CLS. This is just you should just get tally marks for us. Forget this stuff. Just tally marks of who gets something right and who gets something wrong. I'm doing this dollar amount. I like the Jeopardy idea. It just doesn't. Maybe you know what? Maybe we'll do one like live. Maybe I'll do like a live trivia thing one of these days. Penix is gonna get taken down. Oh, he thought he had time, but he did not.
But too bad your ass got sad.
That's okay. ELS, you can you can put me at negative a million. I don't care. It doesn't matter. Oh. So now it's 2nd and 23, all the way back to the 24-yard line for the Falcons. Penix does a quick throw out here to Kyle Pitts, and Kyle Pitts is going to get a pretty decent chunk of that back. He's going to get about 11 yards. Penix looking at his hand. Looks like he might have, maybe he's got a little injury on it. I'm not sure. So 3rd and 13, actually. So they only gave him a 10-yard gain on that. 3rd and 13 for the Falcons. Long way to go. Penix throws deep ball to, I guess London was the intended receiver, but he was way overthrown. But we do have a flag. They're going to pick up the flag, but you threw the flag, so that means it goes into the flag counter, you sons of bitches. You know how that goes. Lloyd says, let's go. Punt is away here for the Falcons. And the Bills are going to get that, return it to the 30, to the 35, up to the 40. And not sure where that goes, but we have another flag, and we're going to hit double digits on flags thrown in this game. Holding on the Bills, so that good return is going to go all the way back. And with that, they're going to a break here. 13-7 still in the Bears and Redskins game. I'm looking at this. Is this the play you're talking about here, ELS? That double play because it hit the guy's glove, and then, yeah. It hit his glove, and then he threw it back, but the guy on second never moved. So since that didn't happen, and he had to because the bases were where they were, like, so they pulled a double play. That's what happens when you don't know baseball. Question 15, by the way, draft classes here. How many Pro Bowlers were there in the 2008 NFL draft? Within 2 or 3. Okay, so we have a 2 to 3 margin of error for how many Pro Bowlers in the entire draft class. I will say out of 200 and what is it, 256 people? I think 30. I think 30 out of 256 is a pretty decent number. Crafty says 26. Lloyd says 26. And then Crafty says, hey, no riding my coattails. I'll say 30, and I'll ride the plus or minus. Either way, I'll see how that goes. $25. So there you go. Crafty and Lloyd do get it. I don't. I was too far off. Hand off to Cook, and Cook's going to get about 8 yards on that carry. First down, second down, Bills, 2nd and 1. They're going to give him 9 yards on that one. That's going to be given to Cook. He gets the yard that's needed. First down, Bills. And they move the chains right now at the 30-yard line. 5:15 and counting here in the third quarter. Falcons 21, Bills 14. Bills, they got a chance to tie the game up on this drive. Can they do it? Will they do it? Tell me in the chat, do you think the Bills tie the game up on this drive or not? And if they do, are the Falcons in trouble? Josh Allen, play action, rolls, gets pressure. Boy, he throws incomplete. How he avoided that sack, I don't know. But we got some flags down here. Holding on the Falcons, as apparently they just murdered Keon Coleman in the fucking defensive backfield. So that's going to be a 5-yard penalty. And that's going to be an automatic first down for the Bills. Whoa, that should have been face mask, too. They hit Allen's face mask. So now from the 35, 1st and 10. Hand off to Cook, and he gets it to the 40-yard line. So that'll be 2nd and 5 coming up there. Well, 2nd and 4. They're going to give him an extra yard there, so a 6-yard carry. ELS, question 16 might be tricky. To be fair, they've all been tricky to me, ELS. They've all been, I've not been doing well with the questions. Hand off to Cook, and he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage. That is it. 3rd and 4. By the way, Josh Palmer is out for the Bills. He's out for the rest of the game. And Jake Matthews, lineman for the Falcons, is out the rest of the game as well. Allen getting pressured, throws it up, incomplete as he was getting pressured. Oh, we got a flag down. Holding on Atlanta. Defensive holding, and it's going to be a 5-yard penalty and a first down. Atlanta shooting themselves in the foot here. Josh Allen, and he's going to get sacked on that one again. Jesus, man. That Atlanta front is getting to him with very little to no problems.
But too bad your ass got sacked.
Crafty in the chat says, funny that after firing Vrabel, the Titans moved on from both the quarterback and a coach. Almost as but that's the thing. We all knew that. We all knew Vrabel wasn't the problem, and that firing him was bad. But their general manager was bad, and so then they fired the general manager who fired him because he was a bad general manager. But by that time, you already fucked up everything. So 2nd and 18 here after the sack, throws it to Shakir. Shakir gets it up to the 47. It's going to be a 3rd and 9. Can the Falcons avoid another penalty? Because the Falcons have been helping to keep this drive alive for the Bills. And Sewell is hurt for the Bears. Crafty letting us know here in the chat. That's not good. Josh Allen calling out protections as the Falcons were showing pressure. Goes caught by Keon Coleman, but that's going to be short of the first down. It's going to be 4th and long 1, maybe 2. It looks like they're going to call it 4th and 2 at the Atlanta 46. The Bills' offense is standing on the field. They're going for it. Allen in shotgun. Takes the snap. Again, they get pressure. Underhand throw, incomplete, turnover on downs. The Falcons defense just getting after him, and there's no answer from that Bills offensive line. ELS says that was done by the Bills. I mean, I think you have to go for it. I don't mind going for it there in that kind of gray zone area, but you got to get protection. You got to get protection. And the Falcons, again, that's a gutsy call from the Falcons defense to just be like, you know what, we're gonna go all out. We are coming for you. And the Bills again have shown that they can't stop that Falcons defensive pressure, and they couldn't there again. And it just got, it was just too much, just far too much. Question 16, career paths for 300. Whose career is Packers, Eagles, Chiefs? Yeah, that's Andy Reid. That one's kind of easy. Once you say may not be a player, because he was a coach there under Holmgren. He was there with Mooch. There was a lot of coaches there underneath that Mike Holmgren tree there in Green Bay. Yeah, that was kind of easy. Not a lot of them have been easy ELS, but that one was. I think it was the hint. I think you have to, if you're going to do a trick question, let it be a trick question, and then be like, it's a trick. Have us yell at and say like, that's not fair. That shouldn't be that. Like, do that. Piss us off. Lloyd says, "Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that, brother. I certainly hope that it's not anything super, super terrible. I hope it's just like you spilled coffee on yourself or something. I certainly hope, but man, fucking, if it makes you feel any better, hopefully this channel can help be a little bit of a distraction for you. Hopefully we can help just take some of the sourness away and give you a little sweetness. Hey, listen. I am pretty fucking sweet. That's why I'm diabetic, apparently. I'm too sweet. So the Falcons now have the ball on their own 46-yard line. Oh, Bijan, he's going to go for 11, and that's a first down for the Falcons as they are now in Buffalo territory at the 42. Crafty in the chats has, in the other game, apparently Gay's kick wasn't straight, so we have a missed field goal in the Bears-Redskins game. ELS in the chat says, shit! Home run for the Dodgers. They lead the Brewers 1-0. Penix in shotgun. London in motion to his right. Going to be another handoff to Bijan, and that time he's going to lose 4 yards. So that's going to be 2nd and 14. 2nd and a long 13, they're saying. But what that also does is that ends the third quarter. So you know what that means, ladies and gentlemen, like we do every single game that we broadcast here on Stay Tuned Sports. It's the fourth quarter. Get the fours up like they do on the sidelines for all the games. If you're a player, you're there for all four. You play with all your heart for all four. We are here, and we are determined to stay here for all 4 quarters. Get the fours up in the chat, no matter how you want to do it. Regular numbers, small numbers, Roman numerals, the 4 emoji. I don't care how you do it. Get the fours up. If you're at home, throw the fours up. Go out to your window and scream out the window, 4 quarters, bitches! Whatever you want to do, get your rocks off, ladies and gentlemen. Go ahead and do it. But we are here in the fourth quarter, ready for this game. It's been interesting. It's been interesting. Can the Falcons close it out? Can the Falcons shut down the Bills? Or will the Bills find a way to overcome the Falcons' defensive pass rush and get back in the end zone, tie this game, and get possibly a win? If they get another loss here, oh boy, that's going to get loud in Buffalo, New York. Well, Orchard Park, New York, really, because they don't play in Buffalo. They're very far away from Buffalo. Actually, they're further away from Buffalo than the Giants or Jets are from New York City. Just want to point that out constantly to those cocksuckers. Anyway, question 17 here from ELS. Who ran the fastest 40 time in the 2014 NFL Draft? In the 2014 NFL Draft, who ran the fastest 40 time? Rich Eisen. I don't remember. Like, I wish I knew I kept fucking people's fucking 40 times and what year they ran them. Like, I wouldn't even be able to tell you. Lloyd says Dree Archer is his answer. Maybe, I don't know. Oh, man, yeah, the Redskins doinked it. Oh, that's a loud doink, too. My God. So here we go. First play of the fourth quarter. And that's going to be Algeria. And that's going to be a loss, another loss. Jesus. Now it's third and legitimately 14 after he loses a yard all the way back to the Buffalo 46-yard line. And it was, look at Lloyd. Fucking Lloyd, man. Lloyd knows his shit. Lloyd's the fucking man. He knows his shit. It's good to be smart. It's good to be smart. Don't let anybody ever tell you anything different there, Lloyd. Being smart. Good. Crafty fucking murdering us, though, in the fucking trivia money count. Penix throws incomplete. And they got a late flag. They bitched about it, and they're going to get it. And that's going to be an automatic first down coming up here. That's a late flag. They're going to say holding. Oh, they're saying pass interference. Oh, so the Bills had a chance to get off the field, and instead, Lloyd says, King, thoughts on the Redskins deal? Will it be done during the offseason? What do you mean, the stadium deal? Well, the city has already approved it. All the other pieces have approved it. Like I think it's already is a done deal. They're building that stadium there at RFK. That's happening. I mean, I think they're in the process of demolishing RFK right now. They're not doing it implosion wise. They're doing it piece by piece with some kind of like they don't want to disturb nature. So throw to Robinson out of the backfield. Bijan is going to get down to the 25, down to the 20, down to the 17-yard line. First down, Falcons. This is why you don't want to give this team a second chance because they have a chance to now go ahead and get another 2-touchdown lead. And at this point, I don't know if that – oh, you mean a name change? No, the name change isn't coming this year. I think you're looking at least a 2-3 years out still from that happening. Those things, that's going to take time. That's going to take a little bit of time to get that back, if it happens. I think it's still an if. Some people think it's a foregone conclusion. I'm not throwing my eggs into that basket yet. I think there is significant momentum for it, but throwing on 1st and 10, and that's going to be a loss. Pitts, the receiver, but he's going to lose 2 yards on that 2nd and 12 upcoming. No. I want to see it changed. I think it should be changed back. But you're talking about the intersection of sports and politics, and that batted at the line, incomplete 3rd and 12 coming up here for the Falcons. And so when that happens, it gets to me, I think, a little bit dicey. I don't know. A lot like with them being kind of forced to change the name from like the sponsors are the ones who came in and made them change the name back in 2020. I think that's going to take the sponsors to be like to pull stuff. Oh, and it gets knocked down, incomplete. They're going to say fumble. He was hit as he had it. They're going to say incomplete now. He wanted to pull it back, and it slipped out of his hand. So incomplete, 4th and 12. And the Falcons are going to come out for a field goal here. To make it a 10-point game, it'd still be a 2-possession game. 37-yard attempt here. Here comes Romo. And the snap, and the hold, and the kick is blocked! It is blocked, and Buffalo recovers it at the 39-yard line. So the Falcons come up empty-handed. Oh, no! Seahawks flock in the chat says, man, I need more Drake London. He was doing well. Boy, if he could have got that touchdown for you at the end of the half, that would have been big. But the Bills now with life, 12-24 in the fourth. Only down 7 still. They might be able to pull something off here. They got to score on this drive. I think they got to get a touchdown on this drive, though. You don't want to tempt fate. And again, they've got to do something to try to solve that Atlanta front 7 pressure, because their defensive line is just getting through with the greatest of ease. Like, the Bills have to figure something out. ELS has a question here, by the way. He says, who led the NFL in the 2024-2025 season in passing yards and touchdowns? Was it not Lamar? I think Lamar led. That's why everybody said, oh, you should have been MVP again. It was Josh. But Lamar had, I think, the most passing yards and touchdowns. I think. I'll put that out there. Seahawks Flock in the chat says, I'm down by 30 in my fantasy matchup. I have Caleb, Odunze, and London left. It might be time to start looking at Caleb and Odunze, because it looks like the Falcons are going to kind of rely on Bijan maybe the rest of the way here, especially like if they can get the Bills to if they can stop the Bills on this drive, it feels like that they're going to try to do some clock sucking here, and if they can do that, they're going to it's going to be running Bijan all day. So the Drake London part of this game might be over. Bijan, by the way, 16 carries for $157 and a touchdown so far in this game. Just for a comparison there, as you can see on your screen, Cook's got the same 16 carries, but only 83 yards, no touchdowns. DLS says, it was Joe Burrow led the NFL in passing yards and touchdowns for the 2024 season. Finished with 4,918 passing yards. He should have been the MVP. If the Bengals would have made the playoffs, I think he would have made MVP. I believe that now more than ever. I think he would have been. The fact that they just missed out on the playoffs is the only reason he wasn't, because he was the only reason they were even in a hunt for it, to tell you the truth. I think Ty Johnson had to carry there for 5 yards. Josh Allen under center here for 2nd and 5. Hand off to Cook. He's going to have a little bit of a draw there, and he gets 1 yard short of the first down, 3rd and 1. And just look at the Bengals this year. Like, Joe Burrow should get the MVP. Like, if we're going to be honest, Joe Burrow should get the MVP this year, because you can see what happens to that team when he's in and what happens to that team when he's not in. Just saying. Joe Burrow is one of those players where it's like, boy, if he's not in, if he's not playing for the Bengals, it's a wrap. Oh, a fumble! What are they doing? They tried to do a little trick play, fumbled the ball, didn't get it, and it's a loss of yardage. What the fuck are the Bills? Just play normal fucking football. What are you doing? 4th and 4 now. You got to punt. Oh, God. Oh, God, Buffalo. What are you doing? Just play normal football. That's what happens when you get some of these guys, man. I'm sorry, and I know, listen, when it works and it's great and everybody loves it and it's wonderful, but some of these guys try to think that they're smarter than their own fucking good, And listen, you're down a touchdown. It's a close game. You're about to lose 2 games in a row. This is not the time to start jerking off in the middle of the field, in the middle of the fourth quarter, when you're trying to come back on a 3rd and 1. 3rd and 1, get the first down. If you want to do some kind of funky trick play, do it on a 1st and 10 or a 2nd and 8. Doing it on a 3rd and 1, what the fuck are you doing? Like, here's the thing. I'm not a Bills fan. I'm a Giants fan, so I'm looking at this from a completely just abstract, objective perspective. But just why? What was the point of that? When you have Cook in the backfield, you have other players. Like, you could have fucking had Josh Allen do a quarterback sneak and get it. Pick up the yard. Then worry about it. Well, we're going to do a little play here. It's going to be fucking whoopsie-doodle-ding-a-doodle-bang-a-doodle-bingo. And then it's going to go bingo-bango-bongo over the middle. Boom, touchdown. That's what you want to do. If you want to draw that shit up like you're fucking just doodling fucking weird-ass pictures in a fucking classroom with crayon, fine. Go fucking nuts when that's happening. Not on 3rd and 1 in your own end when you're down 7 in the fourth quarter. Situational fucking awareness. What are we doing? Man, oh man, oh man. That's just something. That is just something. So Atlanta's going to have 1st and 10 from the 15 when they come back from commercial here. ELS, he's got his next question up there. What team traded their entire draft for one player? That would be the Saints. And the Saints did that for Ricky Williams. I remember that. Mike Ditka got his cigar out. He was like, it's the best draft I ever had. Just traded all the draft picks for Ricky Williams. Number 1 pick. That did not turn out so well. As Ricky liked smoking too, but not cigars. And that became a bit of an issue back when, marijuana was still a big problem with doing all that stuff. Yeah. Yeah, Crafty, the Vikings traded a lot of picks for Herschel Walker. I don't think they traded the entire draft. The Saints on draft day traded their entire draft for Ricky Williams. Oh, was Cook out? Cook was out for the play, but even that doesn't excuse doing a whoopsie-doodle play. You have other running backs. Hand off to Bijan, and he's going to get it down to the 24-yard line. It's going to be 2nd and 1. Oh, man, I'm still, that is nuts. Crafty in the chat says the Falcons are doing their best to Falcon, but the Bills just keeps on billsing. They keep on billsing. And that's kind of, that's really how this game has gone. Like the Bills, I don't, when they just play straight up fucking north-south football, boy, they look good. And then they try doing some of this other shit, and it just always, and on a 3rd and 1 in your own territory, what the fuck are you doing? Oh, that's going to be a loss. 3rd and 2 now upcoming. Can the Bills defense hold the Falcons and get off the field and give their offense another chance to do a whoopsie doopsie doopsie poopsie doopsie doo play and fuck that up? The official name of that, by the way, is the whoopsie doopsie doopsie whoopsie doopsie doopsie play. ELS letting us know the second half of the Bearskins game is underway. Penix and shotgun here. 3rd and 2. Steps back. Looks. Throws over the middle. That is dropped by Drake London. Incomplete. 4th and 2. Back at the Atlanta 23. They're going to have to punt. And so the Bills able to get off the field here. 3 and out for the Falcons. After the Bills had a punt after their just stupid as shit 3rd and 1 play that lost them 3 yards. Now let's see if the Bills can do something again. And the punt is on the way over to the Buffalo Bills. Down at the 25, down at the 30, down to the 33-yard line, and that is where the Bills will start. They're going to say, they're going to move it up to the 34, actually, there. Crafty says, Penix's last few pass attempts have come up short. C-U-M. Like what comes out of a penis. God, we are a silly channel, aren't we, boys? I love it. I love it. I wouldn't have it any other way. I have cultivated the algorithm. Listen, we don't have a lot of viewers. We don't have a lot of people in the chat. We don't have a lot of people in the community right now. But I have cultivated this fucking algorithm brick by brick. I have cultivated this community brick by brick. And I'm proud of every single one of you. And I love every single one of you. Allen back on first down. And he's going to get sacked again.
But too bad your ass got sacked.
Who was the shared MVP in the 1997? Yes, by shared, that does mean two. Nope. Now it's kind of a pass out of the backfield to Johnson, and he goes nowhere. He got maybe half a foot. They're going to say 3rd and 9, but he really didn't get that much. No, there wasn't two from the same team, Crafty. I know that. In 97, was it Favre? It might have been Favre. And I don't know who else, but I think Favre was one of them, but I can't remember who the other one would have been. I honestly don't know. Allen throws. It looks like his arm might have got hit, but that goes to nobody. And again, it's a 3 and out. So, boy, the Falcons can't close out the Bills, and the Bills can't. Again, the Bills had a great opening drive in the first half, did nothing the rest of the half. They had a great opening drive in the second half, have done nothing since then. Hi, Pepper Jack. How you doing, Pepper Jack? Oh, we got a flag down on that punt return. Oh, there goes Pepper Jack. Pepper Jack says hi, everybody. She does love you all. She'll never let you see her, but she does love you all. Holding on the Falcons during the return. Oh, what happened there? Not sure what happened with that. Oh, this thing got giant. That was weird. Both players within the division. Brett Favre and Jonathan Randall. I don't know. Favre and Randall. That'll be my answer. Did Randall win an MVP? He might have. I'm thinking defensive person. Skins get 3 points closer, 13-10. Boy, if Gay hadn't missed that one doinker, it would be 13-13 right now. I'm not calling the kicker Gay. His name is Gay, so I guess I am calling the kicker Gay, but not because I'm calling him Gay, but because I'm calling him his name, so it's fine. Barry Sanders. Oh, God, yeah. I didn't know if he was still playing in 97. I was unaware. I had totally forgotten. Hello. Oh, you don't want to drink no more? Want it? Oh, yeah, milk and wine don't go together. From what I understand. Might. It might. I have no idea, but I'm not going to try it. That's okay. I don't mind having a little bit more of that wine. It is good wine. It is a very good wine. From the lovely state of Michigan, home of Lloyd Christmas here in our chat. He's a big fan of Michigan. He wants me to try those. What were those hot dogs you want me to try from Michigan? I forget the name of them, but apparently they're like super famous. But you know me. I'll try a wiener. I love a good wiener, so. I think Favre won 3 consecutive regular. He won. He had a few. So here we go. 6:43 remaining. In shotgun, Penix back from their own 25-yard line, gets the pass out to Bijan. Bijan's going to get about 8 yards on that play. 2nd and 2 coming up here. Dude, say what you want about Favre and his, sending a penis to the reporter and his trying to do government embezzlement for his daughter's college volleyball team arena, whatever the fuck they were doing. Man could fucking play quarterback. It was, it was wild at time, but man, when you were there, it was something special to watch. Algier is gonna bowl forward for the first down. And they keep the clock moving. We're under 6 minutes now. Falcons, I think you're going to see a heavy dose of running here from Bijan and from Algieri. They're going to try to become some classic Atlanta clocksuckers here. ELS, you were barely alive for Brett Favre at his playing days. So, we got flags before the play even starts. And that's going to be a false start on the Atlanta Falcons. Crafty says one more score. Yeah, that's what I mean. When the Bills had blocked that field goal, it was like, oh, okay, because they still have a chance now to just tie with a thing. But again, they go 3 and out with that stupid whoopsie-doopsie play. Then they kick it to the Falcons, who go 3 and out. Then the Bills get it, and then immediately go 3 and out. It's like they can't get out of their own fucking way, and they've had opportunities, and they can't. Like I said, outside of the first drive of the first half and the first drive of the second half, the Bills have looked fucking awful. Algieri, he's going to get about 5 or 6 yards on that particular play and goes from 1st and 15 to 2nd and 9. Now up to the 30, but the most important thing is tick, 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 clock sucking going on there at the Butthole Dome. The Bills have to get a stop, try to give themselves some time left, and then they have to find a way to get down the fucking field. Penix throws, caught, and that is going to be out at the Bills' 48-yard line. 1st down and 10 from the Buffalo 48. And boy, it just might be time to say goodnight, Irene, to the Buffalo Bills here on Monday Night Football. Hamster right now, he's probably got a very large Penix that he's playing around with as well. watching his Falcons do this well against the Buffalo Bills. So 1st and 10, 4:40 remaining. Atlanta throws it to Bijan, and Bijan's going to get 2 yards. They're going to mark it as 3. It's like 2.5. But that's not the important thing. The important thing is that it's in bounds, so the clock keeps on ticking. Oh, boy, that was even tipped, and Bijan was still able to go ahead and grab that. What NFL team has scored the most points in a single game? That would be the Washington Redskins. They scored 73 points against was it the Bears? These are the Bears or the Giants? Yeah, it was the Washington Redskins. There was one title game they won like 73 to nothing. I think it was against the Bears. These are the Bears or the Giants, yeah. Yeah, Crafty. Yeah, me and you were thinking the same game. Yeah. $72 points. Yeah, Washington Redskins. Yep. Atlanta got a first down, by the way, while I was answering that question. Another first down here for Atlanta. So the clock is still running now. We're at 3:10. It's going to be a handoff here to Bijan, and Bijan's going to get down to the 28-yard line. 2nd and 5 from the Buffalo 28. They are well within field goal range. Buffalo is not calling a timeout yet. Which I figure you'd have to start calling at this point because you're about to be 2 scores down. He's not going to miss another. He's not going to miss another field goal, is Romo. Handoff to Algieri. He breaks it out to the outside, and he's going to be out of bounds, close to the first down, but it stops the clock. He's a yard short. And so that actually helps the Bills out. Stops the clock. 2:21 remaining. 3rd and 1. Seahawk Flock in the chat letting us know the Bears right now are driving against the Washington Redskins. Replay assist has come and said it's a first down. Oh, yeah, no. He's not down. He's not down. He's not down when he crosses the first down marker, so that is a first down. Clock stopped, but it's still a first down. Boy, I think that's game. I think that's game, boys. I think that's what Crafty in the chat says. Yeah, the spot has been changed. Penix throws almost intercepted. Boy, that would have been huge if the Bills could have got that. But again, if and buts were candy and nuts, that old fucking thing. Super Bowls for 400. This is question number 22 from ELS. What Super Bowl had the coin toss by a bird? You're telling me the bird flipped the fucking coin? Super Bowl 13. I'll say because I think that was the one between the Cowboys and the Steelers, and I think that was Algieri falls just short of the first down, almost broke it for a touchdown. Not 13, sorry, not 13, 10. It was Super Bowl 10, 9, 10, because that was the bicentennial year. And they all had the patch on for it. It was like 76 or whatever, so it probably was like the bald eagle or something. I'll say that. 2-minute warning. 3rd and 1 for the Falcons. They're driving. They're on the Buffalo 14-yard line. Even if they get a field goal, it's pretty much game over for the Bills. Super Bowl 18. That was Raiders Redskins. That was Marcus Allen's big, where he had that big running play and changed the game. Crafty in the chat says the Bills have been asked tonight outside of first drive of the first half, first drive of the second half. Outside of that, the Bills have been fucking terrible. And the Falcons defense has been in the backfield. They have been crushing Josh Allen. They've been just it has not been good if you're a Bills fan. I was looking to see if I could find if they had the sack stats, how many sacks there were. Buffalo loses this game. The New England Patriots are going to be first place in the AFC East, by the way. Just want to point that out. So 3rd and 1 here for the Falcons. And that's offside. It's on the Bills. And if so, that's a disaster class. Encroachment on the Bills. Automatic first down. Oh, my God. That's it. That's the game. The Bills have 3 timeouts, but, I mean, it doesn't matter. They're going to be 2 scores down. No matter what happens, they're going to be 2 scores. Whether it's a field goal or a touchdown, they're going to be down 2 scores. Crafty in the chat says, Bills offside, a fitting way to finish this game. It's just to think I had this team as my number 1. So here we go now, handoff to Algieri, and that's going to be a 4-yard loss. The Bills are going to call timeout, but who gives a fuck? Who cares at this point, man? Question 23, MVPs. Who are the only 2 MVP winners to win the award unanimously? I think didn't Favre win one? I think Favre won one unanimously. And I'll say Peyton Manning. I'll say Favre and Manning. No, I don't think Montana ever won one unanimously, to tell you the truth. Handoff to Algier, and that's going to be another loss. It's going to be 3rd and goal back at the Buffalo 15, 16-yard line, and they're going to take another timeout clearly, but, again, doesn't matter. Tom Brady, Lamar Jackson really won an I think that's the problem when you look too much at stats, personally. That's just me. I don't know. Maybe I just hate Baltimore, so that's why I don't think anything that is Baltimore is like, fuck Baltimore. They're not good. Nothing they have is good. Oh, no. But then again, look at what Baltimore's done in the playoffs. Nothing. And that one is a run right up to the middle. No gain. 4th down. for the Falcons. They're going to come out. It's right up the middle, so they set it up for Romo there. Did Arch ever win an MVP? He might have. That's actually a very good. That's very good. Crafty says the Falcons owner's on the field. You know what happens when he does that? Oh, here we go. Parker Romo trying to ice the game here for the Falcons. It is dead nuts center of the field. Snap, hold, kick is up, and that is good, and that's game. 10-point game. 1:43 remaining. Bills have no timeouts remaining. I'll go. I say Arch Manning because I can't think of anybody else. It might be somebody else, but I think Arch Manning did win an MVP. I'm surprised as hell Arch Manning's not in the Hall of Fame. I think that was the one thing that kind of blew my fucking mind. How is Arch Manning not in the fucking Hall of Fame? But I'll go Arch Manning. Falcons fans, they got their flags out. They are swag surfing or whatever the fuck they do there. I have no idea. Strip club's going to be popping tonight in the ATL. What do you mean two? Johnny Unitas won fucking championship games. What the fuck are you talking about, ELS? O.J. Simpson, maybe, yeah. But Johnny Unitas played, he was in a what? Johnny Unitas won the 1957 NFL championship game against the Giants, the most famous game ever played. Like, what do you mean he never played in a playoff game? Yes, he did. Johnny Unitas never played in a playoff game. Johnny Unitas played in the playoffs. I don't know where you got that question from, but they were mistaken. The OJ part, yeah, I don't know if OJ ever played. The Bills were terrible, and then he got traded to San Francisco, and he didn't do anything there. But, yeah, Johnny Unitas played in the playoffs. No, you just said that never played in the playoffs. Big ball from Allen, incomplete. Second down. Here's the way there have been two NFL MVP winners who never played in the playoffs. That was how you phrased the question. And not only that, but you said, who is the only MVP to never play in the playoffs? And then you gave two. So, first of all, the question was worded saying it was only one, when it was clearly, you said there was apparently multiple. And not only that, but you said, who is the only MVP to never play in the playoffs? Not, who is the only MVP to not play in the playoffs that season that he won? Got to phrase that better than that, man. You got to phrase that better than that. Because that's saying, who's the only MVP to never play in the playoffs? That's saying that MVP in his entire career never played in the playoffs, but he did win an MVP. First and 10 on, again, a little bit of a gadget play there from the Bills. Throw, caught. That's going to be at the Falcons' 49-yard line, first down. Clock is ticking away. 1:12, 1:11, 1:10. I'm kind of like, I'm out of this game already because I don't think the Bills got a shot. Allen's going to pull up, and he's going to run it himself, and he's going to run it down to the 30. He's going to run out of bounds, too, at the 25-yard line. Stops the clock with 57 seconds left. The Falcons just kind of let him run out of bounds. Redskins get a touchdown, and they now have the lead on the Chicago Bears. Crafty says, OJ never got a stab at the playoffs. Oh. Allen back, throws, caught, and out of bounds. First down, Bills. Shavers with that catch. 51 seconds at the 16-yard line of the Falcons. Oh, they mark him just short, not a first down. Second and a fucking foot. Allen back, can't find anybody, rolls out to his left, throws. That is tipped and picked, and that's the game. It's over. And the Bills go from 4-0 to 4-2 in the span of 2 weeks. They have lost 2 straight games. And again, just when you think you know, hey, well, you know, we got a pretty good grasp of the NFL. We got an idea of what things are going on. Ladies and gentlemen, I hate to tell you, I don't think we know fucking shit. I don't think we have any idea what's going on here. I don't think we have any idea what's going on here. You know what, ELS? You better be sorry for how you typed. How dare you type that? I don't care, ELS. You're fine, buddy. We love you. You're fine. We're fucking around. Listen, we have fun here. We have fun. This is the whole point of the streamer, is that we have fun. We try to lift everybody's spirits. Pecan in the chat says, congratulations, Hamster, on your dirty birds. Hamster, he's been in and out. He'll probably come in here at the end to gloat and yell, okay, oh my God! Oh my God, the Falcons, we gotta go get the Super Bowl. Woo! So Falcons, woo! Ah, dirty birds, Georgia, go, Georgia boys got Falcons, woo! Like, that's probably what's gonna happen. That's probably how that's gonna turn out here. But again, Falcons, go ahead. Beat the Bills by 10. And I mean, what else to say? I don't know what else to say. ELS says the Bears-Redskins game is really good. I'm going to go check that out as well. Crafty says, are the Pats? Yes, the Patriots and Bills are both 4-2, but since the Patriots defeated the Bills last week, they hold the tiebreaker. So technically, right now, leading the AFC East. Tell me if you've heard this before. The New England Patriots lead the AFC East. Pecan says, listen, we may not know a lot of things in the NFL, but the one thing we do know is that Taylor likes redwoods. Yes, she does. She is a big fan of the big, thick redwood trees. She's a big arborist. She's big into nature, is Taylor. Big on nature. Crafty in the chat says the NFC South, certainly a good division. I think it's interesting. I think it's a very interesting division. You got the Bucks, clearly. You got the Falcons. Panthers, all of a sudden, got a little something. The Saints, while only having 1 win, they're 1-5, so obviously not great. But boy, they're a tough out. They're a team that's trying their fucking ass off every single week, and fun to see, fun to watch are the Saints. Their only win came against my fucking New York Giants, but still, it's interesting. It's what an interesting position we're in here on week 6. Everybody kind of said, like, oh, week 3, we should know what's going on in the NFL. First of all, week 3 was fucking drunker than I am right now. Week 5 was on crack. And now here we are in week 6, and we still don't know really how to gauge these teams or gauge what's going on. Hamster in the chat, great to see you, buddy, says, Falcons! As his Falcons, Dirty Birds, as we see the Dirty Birds up there. Yeah, man. ELS says, I am impressed by the Falcons, talking to Hamster. I'm going to say, what a game by the Falcons. I'll say this. Yeah, Bijan Robinson, yes, clearly That's going to be the talk. Everybody's talking about that. And how impressive he was especially on that 81-yard run and all that. The Falcons' defense is really what won them the game today. They were in that backfield. They did not let Josh Allen get comfortable. They did not let the Bills had no running game today whatsoever. Pecan says that might be the only win the Saints have this year, but maybe not. I don't think so. I think the Saints are far from being done. The Saints, I think, have a good. They got a good chance to win a couple more games this year. They're feisty. They're maybe not good, but they're spicy. They're a spicy little feisty team there. Gotta like the Saints. So I'm not sure if I'm willing to throw them out, throw the baby out with the bathwater there with New Orleans there, Pecan. But yeah, Hamster, I got to tell you, your boys, your Falcons, that defense really came to play today. Now, if you can do that consistently, you got something. You really got something there. And maybe again, you can start challenging the Buccaneers there in the South. Consistency is key, though. Can the Falcons remain consistent? We'll see. I'm sure Kirk Cousins is there like, I could have handed it off to Bijan Robinson. This is bullshit. But so there we go, ladies and gentlemen. That is the Monday night game. We have the other game, obviously, the Bears and Redskins. You can find that over on your local ABC stations, unlike Jimmy Kimmel for a lot of you. But that is it for us. We are out of here. I will be back tomorrow with the countdown. Going to be a funky countdown. I don't know where to fucking put anybody. It's going to be a treat. It's going to be fun. Let's see where everybody ends up, because I don't know where anybody's going to end up right now. I got to go and look and see who's going where. I have no idea. But the Falcons defeat the Bills 24-14 right here on Monday night. Thank you so much for joining us. If you'd like, please hit that like button, hit that share button, and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already for us. Those are 3 free ways you can help us out there. And if you do want to help us out a little bit more directly, we have our donation station and merch store link in the description below this video. Thank you for watching us. Thank you for sticking all the way through. I appreciate every single one of you who were in the chat participating, who watched us for any length of time. Anyone who was here tonight or has been with us over the last year and a half, thank you so very much. You are appreciated. You are loved. You guys have no idea how much you guys mean to me personally. But until tomorrow for the countdown, my name is King. This has been Stay Tuned Sports. Enjoy the rest of your Monday night. Enjoy the rest of the Bears and Redskins.